Welcome everyone, AdamTheWoo here, coming to you from the crossroads of Lamitas and Bedford Drive. And if you look closely at the tippy top of that street sign, it says Beverly Hills. And you can tell by the palm trees that's seen in so many movies stretching down the road, that very familiar cliche view of these palm trees stretching both this way and this way. And this exact view was actually used in the 1986 film Down and Out in Beverly Hills. Beverly Hills, that's where I want to be. It's my second channel, daily vlog channel. It's the TheDailyWoo filming locations of a classic. I don't know, maybe not really a classic, but a movie that I remember from my youth, starring Nick Nolte and Richard Dreyfuss. And it's interesting because the house from the movie is right over here, and of course on this road. The character played by Little Richard also lived, and they filmed a lot of scenes, but right behind these hedges that have actually sprung up since the movie in the mid-'80s were filmed, and behind this neighborhood watch program in force sign. Luckily, I am not wearing a weird hat like this guy is, so hopefully they will not call the police or summon the police. Is that a police officer behind me? Is that a police officer? No, it's just a truck. Whew. Okay, let's talk about the movie. Mid-'80s, I am a big fan of 80s films. I think Down and Out in Beverly Hills is still on Netflix. I actually watched it about a month ago for the first time in a long time, and it still kind of holds up. Bette Midler is in it. Of course, that familiar scene where she's running through the house. Call 911. Call 911. That all happened right behind here. This is actually the house that the family lived in. So let's actually take a peek. You see my van is parked over on the side of the road. And there is the house. Check it out. The windows still look the same, and that circular window right there is the same, as well as the front porch and the stairway. And you can actually get a better view when you go around the side. And of course, this fantastic tree, which when we turn the corner, you will actually get a little bit better view of the house and that tree shown in the movie. And the interesting thing is the alleyway that is so prominently displayed in that fantastic ending scene when Nick Nolte basically shuns the family, walks with his dog out and says, I do not need to be here. I do not live in Beverly Hills. I have come from a different place. I do not need to live in a nice, fancy house. And then he goes down to eat the dog food, and he changes his mind and says, you know what? Heck it, if you will. I will live in Beverly Hills with my newfound friends and newfound family. The alley is actually on the back side of the actual house. So there you go. Here's the house itself. Take a look at the house. Pretty cool. Of course, it's also a private residence, so we don't want to snoop around too much. We don't want to be looking over the fences too hard. We want to stay on the sidewalk. We want to stay on the sidewalk where we are allowed to be. Next to these, are those petunias? Did you guys ever see that movie? I remember as a child, I was a big fan of beaches and Bette Midler, and I remember that movie came out, and it was actually it was a rated R movie, so there was a lot more adult nuances and humor in it, so I was not allowed to watch that as a child. I didn't actually watch it till I got a little older, as a teenager or a young adult, or even like in my early 20s, and then like I said before, I actually just recently watched it, probably about a month ago on Netflix. But there you can actually see, right over there is where a lot of the stuff happened. There's actually a pool on the back side of this brick wall, and look at this, these trash cans. Beverly Hills. Did you ever think that you would vicariously join me in the city of Beverly Hills? Beverly Hills trash cans. Those are fancy schmancy trash cans that someone has discarded of some sort of foliage, like corn stalks or bamboo or something of that nature. So if we were to actually peek through here, you would actually see that there is a pool behind there. We're not going to actually peek into the people's property, but I wanted to show you the alleyway. This is the alleyway at the end where Nick Nolte is groveling around on the ground, goes down to eat the dog food, looks up, and the family is coming out of this right here, of this door right here. and they look at him and say, "Just come back, Nick. Come back, Nick Nolte. You know you want to live with us." And Nick Nolte says, "All right, you won me over." And the movie comes to a climactic, happy ending. Pretty cool. Thanks for joining me in this vlog. I do a different vlog every day. Sometimes the vlogs are random, sometimes they're weird, sometimes they're theme parks, sometimes they're abandoned locations, sometimes they're movie locations in the back of an alley in Beverly Hills, hoping that the homeowners association and the neighborhood watch does not call the police on me. There's some construction guys over here. Hopefully they do not call the police. In fact, there's actually a taco truck over there, and they are actually getting their early morning or lunch break food, so I might actually walk over there. I could actually use a taco. You know what? I think I'm going to go join those guys and get a taco. Thanks for watching this vlog. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great day. Leave some comments about the movie. Love you guys. I'm craving tacos now. Goodbye.